In this podcast episode, Ben Shapiro discusses the upcoming 2024 election and the unique dynamics at play. He highlights a shift in voter engagement, with Republicans now breaking into the low-likelihood voter camp. Traditionally, Democrats have performed well in high-turnout elections, while Republicans excel in low-turnout elections. However, the current data suggests that Republicans are gaining support even among less engaged voters, posing a significant challenge for President Biden. The New York Times reported a new electoral divide in America, not based on traditional factors like race or geography, but on engagement in democracy. Those who voted in the 2022 primary election are favoring Biden, while those who voted in 2020 are leaning towards Trump. Surprisingly, Trump is leading among those who did not vote in either election, indicating widespread dissatisfaction with Biden. Shapiro emphasizes the importance of voter turnout and the need for a strong ground game to secure a Trump victory. He highlights the role of celebrity endorsements in mobilizing voters, with Hollywood stars like George Clooney and Julia Roberts headlining fundraisers for Biden. However, he questions the effectiveness of celebrity support, especially given the age of the celebrities involved. The discussion then shifts to the upcoming presidential debate, with Shapiro cautioning Trump against getting caught up in discussions about January 6th and the 2020 election. He advises Trump to focus on Biden's record as president and highlight the failures of his administration, rather than getting defensive about past controversies. Shapiro also addresses concerns about potential voter fraud, citing reports of welfare offices providing voter registration forms without proof of citizenship. He praises Lara Trump's efforts to crack down on voter fraud and emphasizes the need for a strong legal team to ensure fair elections. The podcast highlights a viral clip of Biden freezing up at a fundraiser, prompting fact checks and denials from the White House. Shapiro criticizes the media's attempts to downplay Biden's cognitive decline, pointing to multiple instances where Biden appeared confused or disoriented in public. The discussion concluded with a focus on Biden's recent interactions at the G7 summit and a White House event where he displayed signs of mental decline and struggled to articulate coherent responses. Shapiro underscores the importance of addressing Biden's cognitive issues and focusing on his policy failures in the upcoming election. Shapiro argues that Biden's mental incompetence is just one aspect of his overall ineffectiveness as a president. He points out that Biden's presidency is marked by failures in various areas, including the economy, immigration, and national security. He emphasizes that Biden's poor performance as a president is not solely due to his age, but is a result of his lack of leadership skills and decision-making abilities. Shapiro contrasts Biden's presidency with that of Trump, highlighting the achievements of the former president in areas such as the economy, border security, and foreign policy. He argues that Trump was a more effective leader than Biden and that his policies were more beneficial for the country. He suggests that Trump should focus on highlighting Biden's failures as a president rather than attacking his age or mental state. Shapiro discusses the current economic challenges facing the country, including inflation and market instability. He criticizes Biden's economic policies, which have led to high inflation rates and uncertainty in the markets. He points out that investors are concerned about the future of the economy under Biden's leadership and that there is a lack of confidence in the administration's ability to address these issues. Shapiro also criticizes Biden's immigration policies, particularly his open border approach, which has led to an increase in illegal immigration and security threats. He highlights the dangers of allowing terrorists to enter the country through the southern border and argues that Biden's lax immigration policies are putting the nation at risk. He suggests that Trump should focus on exposing the negative consequences of Biden's immigration policies during the debates. Shapiro briefly mentions Vice President Kamala Harris and her role in the Biden administration. He criticizes Harris for her lack of popularity and effectiveness as a leader, pointing out her simplistic and unconvincing statements about community banks. He suggests that Harris is not a suitable replacement for Biden and that her presence does not inspire confidence in the administration's ability to govern effectively.